Hello viewers, welcome to Cricville.com's Over the Top, the preview show of the upcoming games with the former Indian captain, the man himself, Cheeka. Hi, welcome Cheeka.
Hi boss, how are you?
I'm good. We're going to be reviewing the first game, the Chennai Super Kings versus Royal Challengers Bangalore. Chennai is playing at home. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I think it's a crucial game. I think one good thing is Chennai is playing at home. And both the teams need a win desperately. I mean, RCB also played very badly last game. And Chennai Super Kings also played very badly last game. So I think it's a very, very important game for both the teams. Especially from the Chennai point of view, because Chennai is playing in the home city. And at Chennai, CSK is always a very powerful team. And so it all depends on what kind of wicket they're going to prepare. Against Bombay, as you know, they had a slightly greenish top kind of a thing. So I don't think Chennai will opt for that now. Now I have a vague feeling this particular game they'll go for a spin-oriented track. Because if you see the Chennai bowling lineup, you have Ashwin, you have Ravindra Jadeja, you have Jakati bowling. Then you have Raina in case. So when you're already playing three regular spinners in the team, so obviously I think you should go for a spin-oriented wicket. So I guess the wicket will be on a slightly on the slower side, a wicket will be on more on a turning side. And that is what I guessed from the wicket's point of view.
That's so true, but don't you think it's going to be playing to the advantage of RCB as well, because they've got Muralidharan as well as the captain Daniel Vettori who can spin the ball either ways?
Yes, I think that's a good point. Now probably then you're in a catch-22 situation, whether to go for a spinning track or whether to go for a turning track. I think then probably if that is the case, I'm not trying to but still, if I was the Chennai captain, I would still go for a slightly turning track. I tell you why. There you have a dangerous Chris Gayle. If the ball doesn't turn or something, he will just, I mean, if he survives the first 3-4 overs, he'll get going. So I would still take a chance on a turning kind of a track because the depth of the Chennai Super Kings batting, when you compare it to RCB's batting depth, is much, much more. See, Chennai has batting up to 8. Okay, even though they failed miserably in 2 games, that's a different issue altogether. But on papers, at least they have batting up to number 8. Albi Markle comes at number 8. Whereas if you see RCB, Chris Gayle, Virat Kohli, and then AB de Villiers. So they have two. They are only mainly dependent on them. Whereas their domestic cricketers are still. Cheteshwar Pujara is probably coming back after injury after a long time. So I don't expect big things from Cheteshwar Pujara. The other cricketers are all, in my opinion, whether they'll be able to cope up with this kind of pressure is the question.
True, we understand that Chris Gayle has failed in his first outing against the previous match against Kolkata Knight Riders. So do you think after the last time these two teams met, it was in last year's finals, how do you look at these two teams from that year to this year? Do you think the team composition has changed a bit, or the players have lost the luster that is required to play the match in the IPL?
Not like that. I wouldn't like to use lost the luster. Probably Chris Gayle is just coming out of some fitness issue. He could have had that issue in the last game. And let's also face it, boss, he's also a human being. I mean, you can't expect Chris Gayle to keep on hammering all the time. It's difficult. I tell you, the man who's going to matter a lot for them in this particular game, if RCB has to win this game, it's got to be Virat Kohli, who has to do the job he has been doing for Indian cricket now. One, settling down and then going for the bowling. Okay, and that is one thing very crucial as far as they are concerned. Now, with regard to the Chennai Super Kings, I would still bet on Suresh Raina. For me, my bet will be on Suresh Raina. And then I would expect Dhoni to come at number 5 instead of Jadeja coming at number 5. I would still prefer Dhoni coming at number 5. Or I won't mind pushing Badrinath back. I mean, Badrinath can always come at number 7 if 4 or 5 wickets fall. He can then come and hang around till the 20th over. So I would rather have a different approach towards the batting lineup. I would say Dhoni at number 4, Jadeja at number 5, and I'll be at number 6, and then probably Bravo at number 6, I'll be at number 7, and then look at Badri can come and if too many early wickets fall, probably yes, you can still have Badri to come and hang around and do the job. You understand? So I think they'll have to do something with the batting lineup. Dhoni has to move up the order. Albi needs a few overs to settle down. Dhoni needs a few overs to settle down. Even Bravo, even if you see the Bravo when he got hammered, when he got going in that match against Deccan, don't forget he had a few overs to settle down when Jadeja was hitting that side. So everybody, any batsman boss, needs a few overs to get his eye in.
True, that's true. Talking about Chennai Super Kings playing at home, how much do you think home advantage is going to help them? You know, we have all the cricketing aspects like we spoke, but apart from that, the home support that the Chennai garners, I think that's been a massive plus point for Chennai all through the IPL in all 5 seasons.
Definitely yes. I think the home advantage is always there for any team, be it Chennai, be it RCB, be it Mumbai Indians. Everybody likes to do well in front of the home crowd, because I always call this energies, because everybody's praying. Every spectator, the majority of spectators in the stadium will be praying for Chennai like that. So I always believe those energies are very important. So I think home advantage is always there. And Ashwin is a star as far as the home crowd comes, because Ashwin, it's going to be a great battle tomorrow, today, between Ashwin and Chris Gale. I mean, it's a cat and mouse game. Now, who's going to get over top whom? Who's going to get on top first? Whether Ashwin is going to get him first or Chris Gale is going to go after him. I think that's going to be a key factor here.
True. Hope the prayers work for Chennai in their own favour. Moving on to the next game, Cheeka, we're talking about Kings 11 Punjab, who hasn't won a game yet, and we're talking about Pune Warriors, who have been considered the dark horses and on top of the table.
Boss, Pune Warriors, definitely yes, are my favourites. Kings 11 Punjab have lost it somewhere. They have lost all the players. Again, they're too dependent on Adam Gilchrist. Guy is also old. Guy has given up cricket for 3 years earlier. He has to motivate himself to play cricket when you're playing out of retirement. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. So definitely yes, I think it's going to be Pune Warriors in my opinion. I mean, again, 90% Pune Warriors, 10% Kings 11 Punjab. The 10% is always, as you say, anything can happen in 2020 cricket. But then, the bowling is also slightly shaky. I mean, whereas if we see Pune Warriors, they seem to have formed a decent side. They have guys up on the order who can score, who can smash the bowling. Then they have a very decent bowling attack, which is very, very important. I think that is what, again, you see ultimately in this IPL. I always keep repeating this. The teams that have good bowlers are going to be the winners.
That's so true, because they have a lot of variety in their bowling. You know, at one end you have Murli Karthik, who can come and give you spin. The other end you have Ashish Nehra, who's coming back from an injury, who's also a decent fast bowler in this format. And then you have Jesse Ryder, who can give you this in-between kind of speed bowling at the same time. So that is like a kind of good combination that the Pune Warriors have even in their bowling line.
I think their best bowler in my opinion is Rahul Sharma. I think you've forgotten Rahul Sharma. Man, that guy can get you wickets. And people are still not able to get going against him. If you see all over the IPL record, his IPL record, he is a pretty dangerous bowler. In the sense, he is a guy who can get you wickets, who can also contain. Okay, he might get a hit, few times. That's a different thing. But in the batting point of view, they have Robin Uthappa, who can just get smashing. So their batting mainly will be on Robin Uthappa, who will be the main guy to get going for them. Then you have Jesse Ryder, but I think they also have decent batting. So, overall, if you look at it, I think they are a better side.
True, that's true. But let's not forget, Cheeka, that Kings 11 Punjab has Adam Gilchrist, though they are weighing on him a lot. They have David Hussey, they have Dimitri Mascarenas. At the same time, they have local players like Paul Voltati, who can come and give you the perfect impetus, that one single game that can push them forward. Don't you think so, Cheeka?
I mean, that way, if you look at it, anybody can win matches. Even you can win matches. Even if you get going, probably you will score runs. So you never know. So that is the ifs and buts in cricket. Everybody can win matches. But if you ask me opinion, I would say Pune Warriors.
True, that is straight from the heart from the former Indian captain Krishnamacharya Srikanth. Thanks a lot, Cheeka, for your time, and hope to catch you viewers on another episode of Over the Top.